This week is Parshas Tazria Mitzora. In both Parshas, the Torah talks about a nega. Now, in Parshas Tazria, most of Tazria and a little bit into Mitzora, the Torah talks about if the nega occurs on somebody's skin. And then in Parshas Mitzora, more inside of the Parsha, the Torah talks about if it happens on somebody's wall in the house. Now, we know the reason why a nega happens on somebody's skin is because the Aveira of Lashon Hara. And then, why does it happen in a person's house? As Rashi says, because the Goyim will hid the treasures in the walls before the Jews will enter Israel. So in order to find the treasures, the Hashem sends a nega so you can find it there. So it sounds very weird. Like the same nega, if it happens on somebody's skin, then you say the person has sinned. Now if it happens in the house, then you say, oh, it's a good luck fortune. It's very interesting. What's the meaning? It's the same nega. So I thought to myself that the Torah comes to teach us that a oynish, a punishment that Hashem sends, does not define that Hashem wants to punish a person. Does not define that Hashem wants to revenge a person. It's meant to wake up the person so a person can improve themselves. To explain it, let's say if somebody got a nega on their skin, they go to the Kohen, and the Kohen says that you're tumah. Now what does he have to do? He has to go distance himself. He has to quarantine himself away from everybody. Now why is that? Because people, a lot of times, they go on in their lives and they're busy. Now let's say a person starts gossiping and starts speaking Lashon Hara, and he completely forgets himself and he doesn't even realize what he's doing. So, because the person is busy, he has a family, and he has to work, and, doing all your day-to-day things, the person completely forgets what he's doing and what he's doing on the world at all. So Hashem goes and he sends a nega. Now the person has to go quarantine for a little bit. So the person gets away from his family, away from his whole day-to-day routine. So now the person can start thinking a little bit. What am I doing with my life? How am I behaving? So the person can start doing tshuva. He can start becoming a better person. So that whole nega wasn't meant to punish the person. It was meant to wake him up. It was meant for him, take a minute and think to yourself, what am I doing? And after the person woke up, now the person becomes a better person, and the person becomes closer to Hashem. And of course, he's more happier in life. So the whole nega was an elevation. So the same way you understand the nega, that it's meant to wake up the person, the same way you could understand every time something bad happens to a person. Because it's not bad that happens to the person. It just looks to us that it's bad. But it's meant to wake us up. That a person should wake up and think to himself, what can I learn from this? And overview your whole life. Make a cheshbon nefesh. What are you doing? And that's the reason why Hashem sends all the bad things. So now I can understand, if a person finds a nega on his wall, that is a good luck fortune. But if a nega happens on somebody's skin, that's even a bigger fortune, because this is going to wake you up and bring you closer to Hashem. Have a wonderful Shabbos.